I'm just doing a simple FS economy reposition, and forgive me if there's an echo on some of the audio today. I'm going without headphones. um, so yeah, John Fezza, good morning. I'm doing well. Hope you're well. I've been listening to Billings Approach, Salt Lake Center for Billings, Montana, and also Tower. So yeah, I had it paused there. I was going to just reposition this flight without a stream because I'm trying to kill some time before the Citation Max live Q&A on Pilot Edge. So yeah, so the live Q&A with Citation Max is in about a little over 2 hours. But I figured I might as well throw up a streamy strum, say hello to you all. Flaps to take off. This little reposition is from 6 Uniform 7, and the airport is called Hysham, and we're headed to Billings, which is only 63 miles away. I am using the RealSimGear G1000 here, which I absolutely love. Yeah, I'm not using a headset. I've decided to not use a headset today. This is the headset I normally use, but I'm going headset free today for some reason. Yeah. So yeah. New headset, most important bit in the update. Oh, this one here. All right, the Bose. That's the cheapest Bose headset I've ever owned. We got a subscribe. We got a subscribe.
21 months. That's like 3 Twitch babbies. I'm going to celebrate with a hamburger on my bed and some Jameson.
Hamburger.
Yow.
Hamburger on the bed and some Jameson. Yow is real. Thank you for 27 months. 3 Twitch babies, as you say. This URL not found. I do appreciate that support. Yeah, this close-in view of the Bose A20 headset is brought to you by this URL not found, and also Leading Edge Simulations and Todorico. It does look gorgeous. So you just click on it, and boom. Maybe that's why. That could be why I didn't wear my headset today, is because we had one. We had one on the seat. All right, let's turn landing lights on. Nav lights, strobe lights, panel light, cabin light. What is the dimmer light, by the way? Everything else looks good. I think we're ready to go. Trim is set for takeoff. Let's put in a fake transponder code. Actually, we might scud run this, so I'll just go 1 2 0 0, and transponder is on. We'll squawk altitude. There we go. Okay, I think we're good. Dimmer just dims the landing gear control panel lights for night ops. Oh. Okay. Thank you. All right, this is the new version, new update of the TBM. I read through a bunch of bug fixes, which were nice, and a few other things. Again, I've stated it many times. This is the number one, by far the number one general aviation aircraft for all simulators, in the John Fly opinion. Number 1. Yeah, it is a skinny runway, yeah. I don't even know if I'm saying the airport correctly. Haisham? Is it Haisham or Haisham? I don't even know. Let's see what happens. Let's go. Ooh. I'll turn up the volume just for a... Well, with the headset on, it doesn't really matter, does it?
FS Economy Auto Login.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let me make sure my alias is correct. And it is. Good. Thank you, Leading Edge. Over torque.
Enjoy your flight.
Thank you. I get a lot of flack for doing an outside view during one of the most critical parts of the flight, but I'm into the cinematic side of things. Okay, flaps are up, gear is up. We're making our turn out to the west. Are you running the new FSE client for X-Plane? Yes, I am running the new FSE client. Yep. Trenton Lizard Skin, evening. Cell phone emojis, don't know if they're coming through. I got that you were praying. I didn't get cell phone emojis, but I got that you were praying for me on that departure. I'm going to come up here. I'm going to zoom in on that. And we're going to rotate the altitude select up to 6,500. And I'm going to go synchronize the heading bug, go autopilot, heading, and then I'm going to do a flight level change. Set speed 130. Set speed 130.
Speed 130
Oh, there,
knots.
thank you emojis. Nice. Ryan 83B, how you doing? All right, so we're climbing. Actually, let's do this. There we go. Flight level change 130 knots. And oh, actually, we're already at altitude, so we're fine. That's why it disengaged. Okay. Now we're going to go onto our flight plan. We're going to highlight K-bill, as you can see here, and I'm going to go direct, enter, and then I'm going to click on the nav button. Nav button. Now we're going direct to Billings. Just checking here to see. Yep, we got SkyMax Pro, and we're using Active Sky for X-Plane. I may have overfilled one of the tanks. It's possible. Let's do the inertial separator off. And I've got fuel 148, 142. It's on the right engine right now. Yeah, okay, I'll go down, back down to, we'll do altitude's actually 6,500. Get out of flight level change. Oh, I'm over torquing. What's interesting is the vertical speed is not engaging now. Let's cycle the AP. AP on. Huh, I can't engage vertical speed. Which is weird. There I can. We'll go down to 5. Change that back up to 6,500. Okay. Just press down on. Yeah, I pressed down a couple times on the nose down, and it didn't work until I hit vertical speed on the in the actual plane. So I'll be curious to see if something changed. There's 6,500. Yeah, that was a bummer about WoW Air. I wonder what the ultimate reason for their demise was. All right, Leading Edge, take care. See ya. Good night, Australia. Yep, WoW Air went down. They ceased operations. Okay, as far as approach at Billings, I think we'll do the RNAV GPS runway 7. And we'll do it via let's see. Yeah, URUB. What an awesome name. Press nav when you toggle the AP to kick it. Oh. There we go. Thank you. Alright, so I'm going to click on procedure. I'm going to select an approach. I'm going to do the RNAV GPS runway 7 LPV. And I'm going to go via URUB. I'm going to fly the course reversal at URUB, yes. I'm just going to load it. Then we're going to go flight plan. And then we'll redo the IAF. One of these days I will get you to always check FMAs when you check. Yeah. Is that what they're called up top? The FMAs? The annunciator lights? No, we'll hit. Yeah. Flight mode annunciators. Macy J84K, how you doing? Other Jaw says, wonder if booked passengers ever get their money back when an airline goes under. Probably not. Oh, I think they would. Especially if they, talk to their credit card company. Alright, so this should fly the course reversal. Yeah, I'll do the hold. At URUB. .48 miles to that hold position. It's looking very good. .44 frames. I think that I'm getting more frames than normal because I switched my encoder on my Streamlabs OBS. So my Streamlabs OBS is now using the brand new NVIDIA encoder, NVENC. It's a brand new one that just released within the last few days, maybe 4 or 5 days, and I am now getting, right now I'm getting 50 frames, well, peaking up to 50, averaging about 45, 46, and I've got pretty high settings right now. So if any of you guys are streamers, you may want to test the new NVENC, the NVIDIA encoder, instead of the software, what is it, H264, I think. So yeah. Geek Domo raiding up. Geek Domo, it's a Domo raid. Haven't seen you for a while, Geek Domo. Nice to see you. Thank you for the sub for the raid, the host and the raid. Thank you very much. Dead Pixel, good to see you. ThunderGod97, welcome. John 5I4, welcome. Todorico says, oftentimes any FMA changes are verbally called out. That's why you hear Airbus pilots call out flex, SRS, auto thrust blue when they initiate takeoff and climb, when the aircraft passes through 1,000 feet. They're reading the box things that have changed on the FMA. Okay. Well, we're at 6,500 feet. We're on nav mode, GPS, waypoint to Billings. We've got 36.2 miles to go to that hold. Yaw damper is on. Autopilot is on. We're at 90% on the torque. And our indicated airspeed is 226. Altimeter is 3019. And we're flying VFR in the #1 aircraft on the planet. GA, anyway. I would say #1 overall out of any plane, but Zebo is my favorite. So we had a good time yesterday flying the Max, the 737 Max 8. Yep. The PC-12 is very nice, yep. The PC-12 is a great plane. It's actually in my top 10 for GA. Actually, it's been a little while since I've flown the PC-12. All right, we're gonna get down to 5,300. So I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna toggle my altitude select button down here on the bottom of the G1000, and I'm gonna select 5,300. Hopefully vertical speed works this time. So you know what? The vertical speed button's not working. I've got to fix that. And this is only related. Well, let's hit nose down. Yeah, it's not working. So I've got to. This was working on the last update, so I wonder. Nothing changed with regard to the vertical speed command, did it, in that update? So, no worries, I'll come up here and I'll just click vertical speed. And now the nose down does work. So it's just the VS button that's not working. But I'm sure it's an easy fix. Because, like I say, it was working last time. And on 1.17? Yeah, the RealSimGear G1000 is really nice. Domo says hello. He can't talk due to the follower timer thingy. Oh, okay. No worries. Thank you again, Geek Domo. I do appreciate it. Yeah, it was an illegal max flight. Yeah. Because in my pit, the only plane right now that is grounded in my simulator is the Magnite. And I'm only grounding it because I can't get the VNav and LNav to work. Yeah, $900. Yep. Or you could spend $2,000 and get both and the audio panel. Cheaper than the real thing. Yep. And it's what is about maybe 1 or 2 hours in a real TBM. Yeah, let me just find a spare 2900 for... Yeah. Well, no, you don't need 2900. That's for the... Geek Domo with the subscribe. Geek Domo with the subscribe. Thank you, Geek Domo. Very nice to have you. Hope you are well. What were you streaming? Nice to see a purple check mark in the chat there. We're just flying into Billings. The real GDU 1040-80 screens will run you about 5,000 used, and with those you still need a whole pile of other bits. Wow. Yeah. I think I will save my pennies and get a second one of these, just so I can have the would you call it the ND? What would you call the middle screen here? Would you call that a navigation display? It's probably. You're saying just MFD, okay, multifunction display and then a PFD. Okay. Yeah. Primary flight display plus multifunction. Yeah. Yeah, I think I need to buy the multifunction display, but again, like you bring up, Dead Pixel, I need to save my pretty pennies for that. Geek Domo says, I'm just getting back into streaming flight sim, so I'm just doing GA Piper Cheyenne PA31. Oh, nice. Is that on P3D or X-Plane? P3D? Yeah, I loaded P3D on the computer that you can see off of my left shoulder. I loaded P3D on that thing. I flew the 777 and the 747 and also the A2A 172. You have the TBM? Yeah. I've dedicated an emote slot to this plane. It's how much I love this plane. And the developer is here in the chat, Todorico. I would say that, yes, X-Plane, yeah, definitely X-Plane is better for GA. Absolutely. Yep. And it used to be that, you know, a couple years back, you didn't have as many aircraft option in X-Plane, but now you have so many options. Why is it better for GA? Well, part of it is this ortho photo. Look at this. I mean, it doesn't get any better. That's actual satellite photo imagery, and that's exactly what that valley here outside of Billings looks like, and the terrain and the elevation and everything. So GA typically you fly, you know, low and slow, and so just from a visual perspective, but as we always have said, the flight model in X-Plane is superior to P3D. The flight, you know, the flight dynamics, how it feels. I think at this point the only thing that I prefer P3D with is in regard to weather. Although X-Plane's getting closer, weather textures, water textures, and also, you know, the 777 and the 747. Those are the reasons I keep it kind of on the back burner. P3D is more fun to say. All right, let's see if this plane flies the course reversal. M9 Aviation, I need some help. Oh, I don't want to bother you, though, if you're in Punta Cana. Suddenly, my vertical speed button has stopped working. And I'm not sure if it's related to the TBM update or if something else has changed. Oh, it's a teardrop entry. Here we go, boys. But I don't want to do it. I don't want you to do any tech support here. The course reversal have a bug in them, and do they? I think it's flying it. Is it flying it? Let's see if it goes out for a minute. When it turns back inbound, be sure to manually sequence the inbound leg. All right, so the inbound leg is cap 2. So when it comes back around, I'll go direct cap 2. So if you look here, I'm just going to cycle down. I'm going to rotate the G1000 button down to cap 2, and then I'll go direct there. I'll look at X-Plane for my GA stuff. I wonder if the planes I own for P3 have an X-Plane 11 version. Yeah, I mean, if you type in exclamation top 30, you'll get a list of my top aircraft for both GA and jets / tubes, commercial airliners. And that kind of gives you an idea of some of the planes that I love. So, or activate leg. All right, so there's the course reversal. And we're going to slow down. Loyal Labrador, good day to you. Tech support never stops. Yeah, like I said, last time I flew the TBM, my vertical speed button worked, and now it's not working. I have to hit it up here on the FCU. Is it called an FCU? D isn't the right as it can change how you fly. Oh, what should I do then? Should I just do the activate leg? All right, I'll activate the leg as you suggest. Yep, okay. Sir Hans Wolf, how are you? You can do it now? Okay. Activate leg. It's activated. And we need to be at 5,300 at cap 2. Matt, I think the forums are probably the best location for finding out about freeware aircraft. I found out about a Dash 1 700 freeware plane yesterday on the forums. It looks great on the outside, but it's just no 3D panel inside, so it's a 2D, really awful looking panel on the inside. But if you want to play around with a Dash 1 700, there's a freeware one. I think one of the best freeware ones. Have you flown the LET yet? Yeah. What program plugin are you using to speak your heading changes? Yeah, type in exclamation voice, and you'll get a link. Sir Hans Wolf, welcome. Since I'm away from home, I've not tried the new update, but possibly something changed there. Todorico, he hasn't touched he says he hasn't touched the AP code this update at all, so it's kind of interesting. If I come up here to the plugins and I go to the RealSimGear connected hardware and I hit the VS button, it does change. The message is VS equals 0 to 1. And then the command is G1000 N1 VS end begin. But it looks like it's cycling. You guys can't see this. It looks like it's cycling between and not. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird. That is the right command. No idea why it's not working. Okay. Huh. That button in the virtual cockpit triggers the same command. Huh. That's interesting. All right. We're at 156 knots. It's fine for now. We'll go flaps 1. We're 4.4 miles from Cap 2. Oh, was that a gifted sub from this URL? Thank you for the gifted sub, this URL. Do appreciate that. 404, stepping up. Be sure to arm APR prior to the cap. Yeah, I want to arm it right around Cap 2. So within the next 3 miles. We'll hit you up when I return next week, and we can look at that as well as the volume knob. Perfect. Enjoy Punta Cana. I'm kind of jealous, actually. Bucky Official, how are you? The leg's doing well. Thank you for asking. Yeah, it's amazing how long it takes for the the large incision. It actually was bleeding a little bit this morning, and I'm not sure if that's a good or bad thing, but I don't have, as far as I can tell, I don't have any infection, and I just have to keep it kind of wrapped and covered. And all right, let's hit approach. That works, which is awesome. Oh, what's kind of interesting is that it didn't go down to 5,300 for some reason. All right, Schnazzy G1000, right? Hey, Rigorian, how you doing? Another 2 seconds and it wouldn't have captured. Uh-oh. All right, let's slow down. All right, gear down. You can get your landing rate guesses in now if you want. I'm going to keep the speed up just above the white arc here until we're a little bit closer. Three-mile final. Definitely have an 11 knot crosswind. It's actually not too bad. It's actually not quite. It's almost a headwind.
.500.
Okay, flaps full. And autopilot off. Oop, yaw damper off. My airplane. laminar ground handling. It was awesome. 108. Who got closest to 108? Would that be Bucky? I think it was Bucky. Flaps 0.
Flaps going up all the way.
We'll stop this here.
Thank you for flying.
Oh, I no longer have to go to cutoff on the FSE client. That's also updated, huh? All right, let's go. Taxi light on, nav light off, strobe lights off. So you don't have to push end flight anymore in FSE. I have a, you can't see it, it's behind my webcam, but I have a script that automates it. It's an add-on. It's a Lua script by B2. He's here in the chat. And I can also click on the last log, boop, and it brings up my last log, which is amazing. Before FSE updated, I never had to do cutoff. I always had to do cutoff, it seems like. Yeah, Hurricane Alpha, even with parking brake set in the TBM with the previous FSE client, when you set the parking brake, it still wouldn't end flight. Oops, don't hit the lights. But now it does. But no, I could before I could set the parking brake in the TBM and it would never end flight automatically. Just in this plane though, not in any other plane. Just this one. And I don't know why, but anyway, pretty cool. We'll do a weird parking spot here. Parking brake was checked for max in the FSE script. Okay. Lights off. Generator off. Ignition off. Set the chocks. If I've got no power, why is my PFD on? Crash bar. Now it's off. We'll do a quick replay. Oh, I should have done the left all the avionics on for the replay. Guessing 108 again. That's a good guess. One oh 6.9. Could have used a little bit of rudder in that just before touchdown. This is round.